Manchester United suffered their fifth home defeat in 6 Premier League games as Jean-Philippe Mateta's second-half double gave Crystal Palace their 4th victory in 6 seasons at Old Trafford. As Marcus Rashford prepares to leave for Aston Villa, United head coach Ruben Amorim chose to leave out £100 million worth of attacking talent in Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee and instead use Kobbie Mainoo as a false 9. Despite a bright start, the experiment didn't work and Palace were looking dangerous before Eberechi, who was supposed to be missing the game due to a foot injury, came on as a substitute and floated an excellent 64th-minute free kick deep into the penalty area. Maxence Lacroix's header came back off the bar, but with Andre Onana at full stretch, the Cameroon international keeper was unable to prevent Mateta turning the bouncing ball into an empty net. Mateta took his Premier League tally to 10 for the season, and 6 in 5 games, when he tapped home Daniel Munoz's low cross in the final minute. A disappointing day got worse for the hosts as central defender Lisandro Martinez was stretchered off in tears after suffering what appeared to be a serious knee injury following a tangle with Ismaila Sarr. The result meant Palace have won 3 successive Premier League away games for the first time since 2019 and extended their impressive recent record away from Selhurst Park. Oliver Glasner's side have now collected 16 points on their travels since the beginning of December, more than any other top-flight side. United meanwhile slipped back to 13th place, having still failed to record successive league wins under Amorim. United have also now lost 7 of their first 13 home league matches this season, their joint most at this stage of a league campaign and matching a mark set in 1893-94. Martinez injury compounds Man Utd misery. I'm disappointed but players are trying, Amorim. The unveiling of £25 million signing Patrick Dorgu and teenage defender Aiden Heaven before kick-off was meant to signify a new future at Manchester United. Rashford's departure, in addition to that of winger Antony and, possibly, Dutch fullback Tyrell Malacia, are further indications of change. Yet it has been apparent for some considerable time it will take far more to turn United into a winning team. Amorim's decision to utilize Mainoo as his most significant attacking weapon does not indicate a great deal of faith in Denmark striker Højlund, who has not scored since mid-December, or Zirkzee, who has found the net only 4 times since his summer arrival from Bologna. However, even with Amad Diallo and Alejandro Garnacho foraging either side of the England midfielder, there was not much to write home about once Mainoo had struck a post in the early moments. Bruno Fernandes was not a threat in his deeper role, and the longer the game went on, the less convincing United became. The loss of Martinez just compounded another bad day for Amorim and means Dorgu is likely to be thrust into action pretty quickly, as Luke Shaw is only just back in training after just 3 substitute appearances in 12 months since his last club start, and none since the 1st of December. Solid Palace defense provides platform for victory. It seems bizarre to recall that after 8 games this season, Palace had just 3 points and there were genuine fears they were in for a prolonged relegation scrap. Those concerns have proved unfounded as they edged up the table to 12th and within striking distance of successive top 10 top-flight finishes for the first time since the 1990s. Glasner has clearly worked particularly hard on his defensive unit. Had Newcastle got their way, Marc Guehi would not have been part of it. On this evidence, it was easy to see why Palace fought so hard to keep their captain. Guehi is quick, strong and composed on the ball. But he is not on his own. USA international Chris Richards was not fazed by facing Garnacho's trickery, while Frenchman Lacroix also excelled, finding time to test Onana at the other end as Palace took control of the contest in the middle of the opening period. Behind them, former United keeper Dean Henderson also had a positive afternoon. One low save at the start of the second half ensured Fernand's low shot did not find the net, and, shortly afterwards, he thwarted Manuel Ugarte with a feet-first save from the Uruguay midfielder's hooked volley. The well-drilled defensive unit meant Palace had a strong foothold in the game by the time he's made his introduction and impact. His extra quality, combined with Mateta's sure finishing, meant it was the Palace fans celebrating at the end.